Bitcoin has been holding above 75K, but it looks like we're losing a little strength. Will we still be able to get to 80K? Let's find out. Welcome back to Flex Candle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Right now it's about 2 p.m. Eastern time and the price of Bitcoin is currently at 75,540. We're gonna start off here with the weekly chart, and right now we're having a green candle. I was talking to you guys yesterday about how so far we have 3 green candles in a row. There's usually a continuation pattern called the 3 white soldiers, and right now we're having a green candle as well. We have resistance here on the 21 moving average, 77,588. This is something that within this week I would like to break this. We still have 5 days and 7 hours to get above this. The stochastics still have room to continue going up, and the RSI is in between. This could roll over or we could continue going up. We definitely want to get above this 50. We head over to the 5-day chart. We have closed a candle right on top of the 21 and the 200 moving average, and right now we're currently getting kind of like a red candle. We still have 4 days and 7 hours. It's imperative that we stay above this 21 and 200 moving average in order for this double bottom pattern to play out. The stochastics are getting toppy here, but we could still drag here for a while, so it could give us that move. Right now we're at a gap at the VRVP, as you can see here, so we could easily, if we have enough momentum, get up here to this next bulge, which is close to 85K. Now in the 2-day chart, we can see that the stochastics are toppy. I'm still not seeing a curvature showing that we want to come down. It looks like maybe we could drag here for a little bit, and this is what we would need to get at least to this 80 moving average, which is at 79,633, and hopefully above it. Now on the daily chart, the stochastics are on the way down, but if we zoom in, we could see that we're starting to possibly get a curvature here. Hopefully we could start curving back up and we can make another run towards this 200 moving average. That's at 86,121. Right now all I really want to do is stay above this 100 moving average, which is the support of 74K. We cannot lose 74K, then that becomes resistance. 76K, we've been battling it, we've got above it, we've come down from it, but so far we've been holding today 75K. We've got above 76K a couple of times. Now this is kind of good that we're going sideways. The 21 moving average is at 72,151. We could continue going sideways here for a couple of days and let this 21 moving average catch up to price, and once it does, then we could blast up. Meanwhile, the 200 moving average would start coming down, also trying to meet price. So right now it's at 86,121. Maybe by the time we reach it, it'll be under 85K. I would expect a rejection there and possibly more downside in the future. Hey, we could get back above that 200 moving average on the daily, then we got to start talking a little bit more bullish. But let's see what ends up happening as that happens. On the 22-hour chart, this is looking pretty good. The stochastics are resetting and they're starting to point up. Again, this could roll over, but the key here is that we are above this 200 moving average. Now we have to be careful. This kind of looks like a head and shoulder, left shoulder, head. This could be a right shoulder if we lose the 200 moving average, so this is why it's imperative that we stay above it. 12-hour chart, I'm not liking this too much. This kind of looks like it wants to roll over. The RSI is pointing down. Again, head and shoulder pattern. This could also be some type of a double top. We see here tweezer tops, we roll down, and right now we're starting to get tweezer tops as well. This could make us roll over as well. We have 6 hours before this candle closes. I would like this to turn green. I'm not liking tweezer tops there. We head over to the 8-hour chart. Stochastics also look like they want to roll over. We're holding the fine line here above the 21 moving average. We need to stay above that. Now on the 4-hour chart, I gave you guys this falling wedge. This measure move takes us to about 78,151. I told you guys yesterday this is a winning trade because we made it as high as 76,854, and sometimes we might not get the whole measure move. If you get half of the measure move, that's a winning trade. Now what I'm not liking here is we take off that pattern. The stochastics are looking toppy here, and I don't know if you guys are seeing this, but this is what I'm talking about. Left shoulder, head, and now this could be the right shoulder. If we lose this 50 moving average and we get down here to this 80 moving average and we lose that, 80 moving average is at 73,942, basically 74K. So I'm telling you, that's support. If we lose that, that's going to trigger the neckline, and then this could end up taking us down, basically back down to about 69K, or at least to this 200 moving average at 70,703. So this is a real possibility with the stochastics here being toppy. We need to stay above this 80 moving average. We cannot break this, and hopefully we can stay above this 21 moving average. So let's see what happens. Let's see if we can survive the stochastic RSI falling down on us. Now on the 1-hour chart, the stochastics are on the floor. This kind of looks like it wants to roll over. We have to get up here. Now we did come down and we bounced off this 200 moving average, which is currently at 75,123. That's kind of bullish here because we could have lost that, but we're below the 21 moving average. We need to get back above that 21 moving average, and again, this could be be a head and shoulder pattern. Left shoulder, head. We can't make it above this head. This could be a right shoulder here somewhere, and we could end up losing this as well. So we also have to be careful. Getting some mixed signals here. On the 15-minute chart, we briefly lost the 200 moving average, but we were able to get back up. Now we got rejected off this 21 moving average. We have tweezer tops here. Are we going to end up rolling over? We need to stay above this 200 moving average. As you can see, pretty much since yesterday, we've been able to stay above the 200 moving average. Losing it is not going to be a good look. Here we lost it briefly and we were able to get back up, but this is definitely going to make us bearish if we lose this 200 moving average. We need to get back above this 21 moving average. So now overall, guys, we're in between levels right now. We could easily flush down or we could get back up. There's resistance at 76k, there's resistance 77 and also at 78k. We need to hold at least 74k as support. If we start losing 74k, this opens up the door to fall down to about 72, even 70k, and we lose 70k, we're going back into the 6. So right now, guys, we're in between levels. I'm going to lean slightly bullish overall, just slightly, but if we lose the 74k level, I have to turn bearish. Now to ultimately turn bearish, yes, we have to lose 70k. That's where the 200 moving average basically is on the 4-hour chart. You guys know if we lose the 200 moving average on the 4-hour chart, I get bearish. So right now I would lean slightly bullish, but we have to be careful with this head and shoulder pattern. All right, guys, so that's the breakdown. If this gave you clarity or a setup to watch, do me a favor, like, drop a comment, subscribe, and if you have a stock or crypto you want me to go over, drop it in the comment section. This is Flex Candle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Catch you on the next chart.